Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. And let's talk a little bit about NATO armor over here. Two little things that they added. So let's talk a little bit about it. The first thing is that for the TUSK ERA, he actually got buffed a little bit. So, not a little bit, actually a lot. So the ERA is actually a little bit better modeled. It's not finished yet, as you see there are missing parts over there and stuff, but yeah, it is a little bit better if I'm not mistaken. Let me test it out. Let's try with some Russian ammunition, of course. And if you'd say, I mean, look at this penetration, but this protection actually. It barely even got to like 200, 300 max, depending on the angle here, on an angled kind of situation in the live server. I might take a pic and just compare two in the screen. And now it's getting to like 700, 600, 500, depending on the situation. So, making it a lot harder to penetrate from an angled position, right? Making the ERA a lot better, right? Of course, the main protection will always be against heat, of course. That's obviously, I mean, almost 2000 millimeters of penetration, but of protection, sorry. But for APFSDS, it increased. You know, it's not gonna save you every single time, but it will help you be a little bit more survivable. You know, a little bit, not very much, as I said, but it should be a little bit better in the angled positions. So that's pretty cool. There is another thing that they are fully like finishing up the details for the protections inside the tanks, right? So if I'm not mistaken, this was another color, so now they added as red. And there are some tanks getting some interesting things. Like for example, I have to check again. Oh, the tank is already here. But if I'm not mistaken, the Merkava didn't have this panel, for example, here. So they are adding some tanks here and there. I mean, composition, rolled homogeneous armor, 0 millimeters. So definitely not ready yet, but they are adding these things for more tanks and making it a little bit better. More protected, these things. So yeah, that's a very, very cool, right? So basically this is it, guys. As I said, I mean, it's not a very big video, but I thought it was an interesting thing for you guys that like tanks, you know. I'm getting to tanks as well, again. I mean, I already researched a lot of the tanks that we already have in the game, but in the US I'm getting to the top tiers, and slowly, you know. So yeah, tanks are very, very fun, to be honest. They got boring for me a little while back, but now they're getting like fun again. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, see you.